Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to share something with you that's very personal to me. It's one of those situations or subjects that can cause a person to be very vulnerable. But I think I've just shared so much that it's okay to share here. If you hear that coughing in the background, it's Jackson. I actually had to leave work early today and go pick him up and take him over to the doctor. Being an asthmatic myself, and having passed that down to my son, we've had just more issues with Jackson than I have even had in previous years. And so I'm always very aware of how he feels, whether he can breathe or not. And so over the last couple of days, he's had, just a few issues. I noticed on Tuesday night that he actually did not feel very well. But, typical allergy season, so you never think anything is really wrong. Well, when we got home yesterday, because he actually did Taekwondo yesterday, he did it Tuesday night and yesterday, and I did my class last night. When we came home, I just was noticing that he was coughing a lot more, and he really wasn't sounding very well. So we started on his nebulizer treatments, and about 3 a.m. he jumped up out of the bed and just grabbed his chest, and so I knew something wasn't quite right. He was still asleep, but he was awake, if that makes any sense. Asleep but awake. And so as mom, I'm like, okay, we got to get these treatments going. So we did treatment. We were up for quite a little bit early in the early morning hours, but I knew I needed to call doctor when they opened this morning. So I left for work, and I prayed this morning. I said, Lord, just heal his little body. I said that prayer. And so anyway, doctor got us in at 12:30, so I left work. I came over. But I noticed even when we were going to the doctor's office, because we usually take the stairs to go up. It's up on the second floor. He was just really breathing. You could just, I watch and I look around his clavicle, and I look around his tummy area to see if he's doing what's called retracting, and he was retracting. So I knew that it was not good. So when I went in and she checked him, she's like, Shakema, he is kind of, because we just had an episode about 2-3 weeks ago, and she put him probably closer to 2 weeks ago, and she put him on a continual allergy meds because we felt like that was causing the problem. I could tell and she could tell that something just wasn't right today. So anyway, she did check him. He was not wheezing, but he was not moving air either. And I think when he was younger, at this stage, when he was not moving air and he was wheezing, we actually ended up in the hospital. So thankfully, we didn't end up in the hospital. So she gave us prescription. So we dropped it off at the pharmacy. We headed over to the grocery store. But I knew even it was going to be about an hour for the prescription. But I knew even within that hour, he could not walk around the grocery store. It just was not feasible for him. But because we live a little bit away from the pharmacy, I didn't want to come all the way home, then have to go all the way back and come. So I did my grocery shopping with Jackson sitting in the cart. And so I've got a kid, he's got the paper out, and then we've got groceries all, any little corner we can stick them in. And then we get finally leaving, and he really still was laboring. So we did albuterol, the inhaler spray. So we finally he actually has a double ear infection, which he has not had an ear infection in quite a long time. We're on our second set of tubes. So he had a double ear infection, and he has an acute asthma attack. So we are on treatments for everything. We have already got one dose on board, and he just had another nebulizer treatment right now. So we're just going to take it light over the next couple hours, and prayerfully he will be on the upswing within the next day or two. Usually it's 24 to 48 hours once we get that the meds fully on board. He's on an oral steroid. He's doing the nebulizer treatments, and he has an antibiotic for the ears. So, anyway, that is not what this video is about. But I just thought if you hear the coughing in the background, that is what that is. I wanted to share with you something very personal to me. It's about my weight loss journey, and I am in it to win it. I really am on this journey to win this. But I wanted to kind of share how it started and where I was and where I am now, in hopes that this would help someone, motivate somebody to really get started. And again, this is my journey. I'm not a doctor. I am under doctor's care. I'm doing weight loss according to her prescription, as far as just working out. And I do go to a nutritionist once a month. That's paid for by my health insurance. So I'm doing what works for me. And I think you have to do what works for you. But this is just me sharing a little bit of what I have been through. And if you can relate, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think or how you're doing your journey, so that I can encourage you as well. It's always great to have my subscribers and friends and family encourage me, and I do appreciate that. So I just want you to take a little glimpse into what it has been like for me over the past 27 years, really, that I've been battling with my weight, and now I'm finally taking my life back. So I hope you enjoy, and if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit the red subscribe button. We'd love to keep you around. And also hit the little bell. That way you never miss an upload from us. So until next time, enjoy.